Other ways of using the web. Online marketplaces and can help you set up a website. You can also, we do a thing called Ready Built Web Shop. Other suppliers do these as well. My point is you can buy templated e-commerce platforms from other sources that will help save you time and effort in setting up your website. Yeah? Whether it's ours or whoever's. This is interesting because the in-store PC builder is actually web enabled, but it does what it says on the tin, which a lot of people seem to not quite get. It's in-store PC builder. Yeah? It is a selling tool in your shop, and yet it is web enabled. So it's a different way of using the internet. Did anybody go and see Corey speak about the 306 trillion PCs? That's the number of combinations you can make from the in-store PC. This is other ways of thinking about using the web. You've also got flexible feeds. You can feed directly from us and from others directly into your eBay or Amazon store. And with Amazon, we've actually got a specially set up template to help you do that. Other suppliers will have the same sort of thing. So these are all things that can help make your life that little bit easier. Because let's face it, you may have an awful lot, you may have quite a range of products that you'll want to bring across. Updating all those prices all of the time could be difficult. The one thing everyone should do to boost business, this is what Paul calls his magic wand. Paul calls his magic wand, which is all about just making sure no one ever leaves your shop unserviced, as it were. If anybody comes in with an inquiry, you are able to deal with that inquiry. We're just going to talk about that a little bit more, about helping customers make the right choices. I'm just going to run through a little scenario to finish off with about using the internet as a tool to sell more effectively in your shop. And here we are. Might not be a very good image, but anyway, there we go. Here we are. There's you standing at the desk, and you've got a couple of customers asking about pink widgets. Do you have any pink widgets? We really like pink widgets. We want to buy some, please. And you say, pink widgets? That's very interesting. And you indulge in the normal pre-sale stuff. Ah, so what are you using them for? And you don't actually carry them in stock. Let me just check whether I've got them. And you go online to your online store. And whilst the person's talking, have you considered this option? Have you considered that option? You're showing people, you're selling to people by showing them the options that they have. You're helping them make the right choice, which is something we spoke about this morning. You call up the item they're talking about, the pink widget, you call it up on the screen. Here we are, I can show you. And you bring them round and you show them the screen. And you start using your online store as a sales prop in the shop. Now, what's on the screen? This is just illustrative, okay? Please don't. It's not precise from that point of view. Are you aware of the options on pink widgets? Yeah, there's the basic, there's the one that comes with wings. There's the green ones. So I know you've asked for the pink ones, you can get the dark pink ones, the light pink ones, and so on it goes. And then you come up with, I don't have them in stock right now, because you don't carry them. This is all about selling stuff you don't have. I mentioned it earlier. There's my price. For delivery tomorrow, I need to add an extra £5. Wait until Thursday, because I put an order in anyway, there'll be no charge. Which option would you like? Let the customer decide. Okay? You've engaged them in the process, they've seen you can get hold of the very item that they want. You're as close to making a sale as you reasonably can be, short of actually having it there and then. This is Paul's magic wand. This is about helping people make the right choice. This is about selling stuff you don't have, and this is how you go about doing that. Yeah? And it's interesting because it's using the internet in your store as a sales tool to carry out traditional sales. So, be helpful, involve the customer, invite them to take part, engage with them, help them to choose. You will secure more business. It just does work. And you've given them the choices, you've shown them that you could get it, you've made it easy for them to just say, yeah, sure, I'll give you the £5 for that, I'll have it tomorrow, that's great, thank you very much. Now, what about a different approach? What about if you white labelled? What about if you white labelled your website, your internet shop? Would there be another way that you could use it? Well, here's another slant on it that Paul suggests. What if instead of selling from your online shop, where you've got all of your products listed, all of your prices listed, and you sell per the catalogue? That's the pink widget, it costs this, you add the postage, that's it, thank you very much. What about if you did things just slightly differently? That you sold from a supplier site. That the products were listed, but you notionally had on that site your buy prices. Notionally, I use the word, buy prices. And you do a deal. You do a deal. Because remember, we've still got this problem. They want it, we haven't actually got it. So what can you do to actually just tip that balance a little bit more in your favour of saying, well, in actual fact, yes, I will come back for it tomorrow. And by buy price, I don't literally mean your buy price. By buy price, I mean the cost plus a small margin plus VAT. And the small margin is less than you would normally make for good reasons. It's not been in your shop. You've not actually handled it. You don't have the same overhead to recover. The overhead, the margin that you're making on it is pure profit. Making sure you include VAT in the pricing means that there's no surprises. Suddenly, you know, that's 20% more than I thought. Oh, it's VAT. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. And you're doing this to buy their satisfaction. This is the cost of tipping them over that balance. So it's a slightly different use again of your online store to win business. Yeah? So what do? How do you present that? You take your shop, you strip off the branding, remember what you're heading for. Take this a supplier site, a trade site. Trade sites are really boring, aren't they? Well, that's what the public would probably think. Yeah? And you even go in black and white. You know, I'm just trying to present an image of something that's fairly boring. And lo and behold, I shouldn't really show you this. These are my costs. Yeah, maybe you're presenting what is notionally your buy price. These are my costs. They've got them in stock. Add a couple of quid for my time here now. Plus £5 for delivery tomorrow. What do you want to do? So a couple of different ways of using the internet as a sales tool to sell in your shop that you might not have thought about.